Hey guys, Darkwing Dragon here. I'm gonna stream some Wayfinder as soon as it, you know, the queue, the wait is real. Jesus. Wonder how long this is gonna take just to make a character. Oh my goodness. Alright, so the classes so far are Wingrave, Silo, Nis, Senja, Kairos, and Venomous. Wingrave. Wingrave is a Templar clad in spell-forged armor and sustained by his faith in the architects. He's a natural leader, a true champion, always ready to defend the innocents and to smite the forces of evil. So he is a seeker. So he's this. So it says the seeker. Complexity is so out of the difficulty. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, hexagons, and he is a half of a 1, so it's super easy, I guess. Um, Wingrave excels at close combat. He specializes in supporting allies, summoning shields of light, and healing his allies, even as he calls down divine judgment on his enemies. So he's basically paladin. So he's support defense. His support is decent. His defense is really high. His range, offense, and control is not that strong. Probably not gonna read each ability or the backstory because that's like way too much. Um, so next we'll check out Silo. Silo, swift and precise. Silo makes every shot count. Born into a family of smugglers, he spent his life running under the radar and challenging tyrants. Now he's using the same skills to fight the gloom. Silo loves long odds. The greater the challenge, the greater the thrill. The tactician. His complexity is 2. Um, while the other guys was less than 1, his complexity is 2. Silo, yeah. Silo searches easily, switches easily between melee and range combat, and is at his best when he embraces versatility. He has a host of tactical tools. He can distract his foes with illusions, slow them with oil, or burn them with fire, potentially setting off deadly chain reactions. He's all about control, support, and his range is really good. His offensive and defensive capabilities are not as strong. His range is really strong. His support is similar to the tank guy or paladin guy we just talked about, and his control is a little bit higher than that. All right, Nis. Nis is kin to the shadows, and darkness serves as her weapon and her cloak. She is one of the deep Eldarin, an ancient people who now serve the malevolent uh, precursors. Um, when Nis and her clan challenged the precursors, her family was wiped out and Nis escaped into exile. Deadly and swift, Nis cares little for humanity, but she has sworn to destroy the persecutor. Yeah, I messed it up. precursors. I think that's called precursor, but whatever. And the Seekers can help her take her revenge. So the Shadow Dancer complexity is stage 4, so it's 4 difficulty, which I don't feel like she was too difficult to play as when I was playing her in the beta. I feel like she was really interesting, very high damage. Her range is so. Her support is like bleh. Her defense is meh. But her offensive capabilities is extremely high. Um, Nis is an Eldraine Shadow Dancer and is at her best when she's in motion. She dances around her enemies, defending herself with a cloak of shadows and striking them down with spectral blades, which is actually really cool. I actually like those effects. But in this game, you can basically change anybody's setup and everything from their weapons. So from what I've seen, you can do in the beta, you can use different weapons. They do different things. They give you different abilities. So hey, we jumped from 9,995 to 800, 8,614. We're moving up, my boys and girls. Uh, Senja. Before the gloom swallowed the warrior, Senja was the greatest gladiator in the history of the Imperial Arena. She is the last of the Iron Sisters, a league of warriors from the distant dominion of the Seven Winds, and she smites her enemies with both storm and steel. The champion's complexity is 3.5 difficulty. Um, Senja loves to put on a show. She delights in close combat, and can use her affinity for the storm to drag her enemies close or blast them across the battlefield in a burst of lightning. So she has really high defense, like the paladin. Her offense range support is it's like so, and then her controls like a little bit above the rest of it. Kairos. Kairos. Arcane power flows through Kairos, and he can unleash this force to devastate his enemies. He's the last survivor of the Forgotten Civilization, a wizard who transformed his flesh into pure magical energy. Though his people are long lost, he's sworn to keep the gloom from destroying the world that remains. That's kind of cool. The War Mage, complexity 1.5. While he prefers to avoid close combat, Kairos wields tremendous magical power. He can shatter foes with blasts of raw energy and crush enemies with a massive shockwave. And he's pretty much like the rogue. Or Nis. He's similar to that. The offense is extremely high, or maxed out, I should say, on the chart. And his range is similar to Nis's, but a little bit higher. But his defense and support is completely lackluster, and his control. But you get a cool scythe, so you have that. Venomous. The Venomous is a deadly spy from the maze, and her poisons have changed the course of history, but the gloom has swallowed both the maze and the empire, and her secret war is over. Ven's a survivor, and for now she seeks. And for now, the Seekers are the only game in town. The Alchemist, so she's 2.5 difficulty, complexity. Venomous loves to play with her prey, and she can switch between range and melee combat with ease. Her chemical can poison her enemies and strengthen her allies, and her thrusters give her tremendous mobility. So her crowd control is really bad, but her support and range is like the highest of like anyone for the most part. Um, and her offense is slightly lackluster. But I'm guessing because you're using poison, so you're doing a lot of damage over time, I'm assuming. So that can compensate for the weak of offense, in the defense. So yeah, if you want something that's like really ridiculous range, the Alchemist is good to play as. If you like Paladin type players, Wingrave or the Seeker, because his defense is the highest. Supports would be Venomous's. Offense would it's kind of a tie with the War Mage and Nis. I think the War Mage is slightly higher than Nis's because she is melee and he is ranged. But their range capabilities are about the same. And Nis's defense is a lot higher. And their support's the same, and their control is just meh. So a well-rounded character would probably be the Tactician, because you get support, you get range and control, and you get a little bit of defense and offense. If you wanted an overall like well-rounded character, or I guess balance, you would say. The next one for that would probably be the champion, for because she's like almost in the middle on everything except for her defense is really high, but it's not as high as the Wingraves. So it's like you got, so your main damage is probably going to be Nis, Kairos, and Venomous, and then Venomous is also going to be a really good support, and then you'll have your 2 tanks, and then your other support guy, Silo. Well, actually, it probably wouldn't be that, because your best support would probably be Venomous and, let's see, CeeLo, I think, would be? Nope. Yeah. So your 2 support classes will be CeeLo and Venomous. Your 2 tank type classes will be Wingrave and Senja, and then your damage output classes will be Nis and Kairos. Kairos is the caster, Nis is the melee. Then you'd have the Wingrave would be slightly better for the overall damage, I think. No, his offense, so he has better defense and he has decent support. His offense is low. Whose offense is higher? So yeah, so the champions would be higher than his, but so Senja's offensive capabilities are a little bit stronger than Wingrave's. And Wingrave's support and defense are higher than hers. So So there's what, 3 male characters and 3 female characters that you can play as. Um, so yeah, that's really interesting. It's kind of cool, and you can mix and match, so you can get other weapons and customize them to change how you want their playstyles to be slightly, which I think it changes certain things. I'm not 100% sure what it changes per se. Let's see what the tower rewards are. It says reward tower, Gloom Break. The Reward Tower Founders Season 1. Welcome to Gloom Break. Founders Season 1. As you adventure through Evanor, progress in the Reward Tower will be your key to unlocking exclusive characters, pets, and customizations. Your Reward Tower will never expire, allowing you to explore and unlock rewards at your own pace. Alright, so that's kind of cool. I think the one of the rewards is venomous, so I don't think you can play her at the start of the game. I think it's because they said that she's the new hero or champion, if they called it. Let me see. Well, character, okay. So the new playable character. I'm interested in seeing how she plays. But we'll see. Premium reward towers. Okay, so premium reward. Instant access to Venomous. Plus a bonus season exclusive style. Interesting, because that is the style I think of how they look. From a character's design perspective, instant access to her signature weapon, Nightshade. Cool. Paid reward tower. Allows. Okay, so it gives you access to all 4 components in the reward tower that are required to summon Venomous. Free reward tower. Access to 1 to 4 components in the reward tower that are required to summon Venomous. So I guess if you're like a free-to-play player, you don't get access to her right away. If you do the pay reward, you get access to all 4 components that allow you to summon her, so you can get her. And if you play for the premium reward access, which is probably the higher, let me see, tier for the Founders Pack, which will probably give you instant access to her, so you probably get to unlock her right away. If not, the free access is going to be a little more challenging because you get access to 1 of 4 components in the reward tower that are required to summon her. Remaining components can be earned through other in-game activities. So, I think you have to get 1 of them in the tower, and then the other 4 you would have to earn if you're a free-to-play player, playing through the game and doing all these different activities to try to unlock her that way. Which is okay. Earn the following exclusive items by advancing through the reward tower. Style. Customize your Wayfinder with unique style sets and die packs, elevating your look with premium rewards, tower exclusive cosmetic items. So here they have her looking like a badass, like skinny assassin female Bane type shit, because she's not like really bulky, she's like slender. But She has like all these tubes that are like wrapped around her body and go to a face mask with this kit and to her arms because I guess the all that is like poison. So I'm not sure if she like breathes in the poison through her mask because that's what it looks like. But I mean, hey, it looks kind of cool. I wish I could show you guys, but I can't at the moment because I'm playing this on PS5 and not on PC. Ha ha ha! Or I could have streamed it through there instead of my PS5. And then it would help if I had another monitor so I can just like pop everything up and let you guys see. I should have did it that way, but I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking it was gonna take this long. I thought I was just gonna hop right in. I'm hoping it's not gonna take too much longer because I do have company coming over. If they show up today, if not, I'll just be playing this game and being like, yeah, let's stream. And it is crossplay. It is cross transfer data as well. So that's already been confirmed. So if everybody was confused about that, it is cross save, cross play, cross platform. So you guys can just have fun with the game on any console. I'm assuming. Not sure if it's on the Switch, but I'm assuming it might be, or it's coming to it at some point. All right, buy a reward tower. Purchase a reward tower anytime during a season and begin unlocking amazing rewards. Learn more about the reward tower tiers, including the free rewards here, which I will look at that in a minute. Choose what to work towards. Once you select a reward tower, you'll start working towards a specific reward. It's specific rewards. You can only work towards one reward tower at a time, but you can swap between them whenever you want. No time limit, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. Once you've purchased a reward tower during the active season, you'll retain the opportunity to work through it and earn the rewards even after the season has concluded. Oh, that is cool. Please note, this does not apply to free reward tower. Okay. Which is kind of weird that they put that in there as a note. So I'm assuming that please note this does not apply to the free reward tower. Does the free reward tower block you and lock you out? Because that would be interesting. Well, so then you have to wait for the season to come back around, or for that to go back up, or you have to like. That's interesting. Reward tower tiers. Reward tower tiers grant access to additional items that you can unlock in the reward tower. Different tiers provide different levels of rewards tower perks. The Foundries packs grant you the opportunity to earn over 100 unique items in the reward tower pack at any time during early access. The reward tower tiers you have access to depends on which Founders pack you purchased. Free tower reward. Access to one of 4 of the components in the reward tower that are required to summon Venomous. Which we already went over that earlier. Access to 25 items in the reward tower. Unclaimed reward tower items cannot be earned after the season has concluded. Ooh. Paid reward tower. Access to all components in the reward tower that are required to summon Venomous. Access to all 100 items in the reward tower Unclaimed reward tower items can still be earned after the season has concluded. The premium reward tower. Instant access to Venomous plus a bonus season exclusive style. Instant access to her signature weapon, Nightshade. Um, collect components from the reward tower to increase her max power. Access to all 100 items in the reward tower. 20 bonus reward tower keys to get a head start on unlocking rewards. Unclaimed reward towers items can still be earned after the season has ended. How the reward tower works. Earn keys. As you play Wayfinder, you'll earn experience for the active reward tower. With every level up, you'll earn a key that can be used to unlock connected rooms, allowing you to advance further up the tower. Explore the reward tower. Adventure through the many paths of the reward tower. Every room contains a unique seasonal reward. Some rewards are available to all players, but others can only be claimed if you have a paid or premium tower for that season. Interesting. Um, Claim exclusive rewards. Use your keys to unlock rooms and claim rewards. Once the season concludes, you can still work through the reward tower at your own pace as long as you have paid or premium reward tower for the season. Interesting. So the game is available on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Steam. Airship Syndicate, Digital Extremes, AMD, Together We Advance. Okay, that's cool. That is most of the information for how the reward tower works. I guess we covered everything on that. Let me check the roadmap, because I'm assuming the roadmap is going to give us more details. Wayfinder's early access. So the game officially releases for free. I think in February 2024. So everyone that's playing right now probably wouldn't have that issue. I'm assuming it'd be best to get the Founders Pack than do the free to play, but they might have a paid season pass where you can just buy it and be like, alright, I want the premium, or alright, I want to just play it free, or I want the other one, the just regular basic paid one. So if it's anything like Fortnite, if they do season passes, because I'm assuming the Founders Packs give it to you for free for right now, and then once the game goes live, people probably have to purchase them because you probably won't have access to the Founders Packs anymore after the game officially goes live. So that would be, I wonder how much they're going to charge for each season pass. But I mean, it's interesting. Nope. All right, so cool. So during the early access, they'll be listening to players' feedbacks, reviewing feedback for the Founders 2 season. That's not bad, but at the same time, I feel like that hurt. I feel like the free thing's gonna hurt it if people can't play all the time. Um, to get through it, but I mean, it limits you but it does at least give you other means to be able to unlock the same rewards. So I mean, there's a free way to do it, but it'll probably take longer than the paid way to do it to be able to get characters better more often and stuff. But I'm not sure if this is gonna be like a pay to win game or if it's just gonna be like cosmetics and you're just getting the looks, but then you have to use means to get characters faster. So if you're doing like a you're paying to unlock the characters faster instead of earning them for free. Um, so I can see it that way too, kind of like Overwatch, where you would just like pay to get the character unlocked like immediately. We got an awakening system, an archetype levels plus talent system, um, account level, armory level. They got different progressions. Main story, live events, hard mode hunts, raids, job board stuff to do. Some guess it's like hunts or missions from the town's job board. New weapons, quests, new zones, mounts, housing. Interesting. Guild neighborhoods, shared plots, neighborhoods, crafting activities, UI plus personalization, voice lines, personas. So that's all on the roadmap of what they plan on doing. I'm assuming before the game officially goes live, of what they're working on. So I guess I'm still gonna probably play as Nis first because I'm assuming the original 4 characters you can play as from the start is probably Nis, Wingrave, Silo, or Senja, or Kairos. Since you have to earn Venomous through the tower. But I think once you pick one character, you're stuck with that character. Unless you like make a new character and then just do it however. That's how it was in the beta. And closed beta made you like have to unlock the characters by special means. By playing the game. So it's kind of like that. Alright, well, I'm waiting for this queue. Best starter class, Wingrave. 3,000. Jeez. Alright. Sorry if there's extra noise in the background. My girl's watching a show on Hulu. Thought I was live.